Hello everyone, and welcome back to the American Dairy Farm. We're just wrapping up morning chores here, getting some straw out to these dairy cows. And we got a couple things going on today. It's April, all of our planting is officially done. We have our soybeans in the ground, our corn in the ground, and now we got to focus on a couple things that I was hoping to do early in the winter, and I just couldn't get around to it. So we are going to be making some upgrades for our equipment. We have a couple major purchases, I would say, for us, and we'll start off in the shop here with our first one, which is going to be our combine. So we're ending up trading this in, and for a couple reasons. The biggest reason is power. The combine that we're going to be getting beats this combine by a mile, and it holds a lot more. I mean, in the hopper. And it's just an efficient combine that's really going to actually save us money on the farm. We'll spend a little bit more, but we're going to actually end up saving a little bit by getting this new combine. So this 9660 has been a great combine. I mean, it's done a lot of harvesting and had some hours on it, but we ended up trading it, and they're going to come pick it up here and then swap us with their other one. And we got 145,000 for this combine, which I thought was really good. So I guess we'll kind of go from there, and I'll explain the price of the other combine and when I go and show you. And then the other thing we're got doing is or going for us is the manure spreader, which actually I'm going to go hook up to now. We are getting rid of that and trading for something that holds a lot more. That was one of the other issues that I had last year, and even here recently, was spreading manure on our farther fields is a pain when you don't have another tank to come down there and fill it, and it's just not working out. So we're upgrading that, and we're going to get something that holds quite a bit more. And actually it's got basically the same features that this one does, but it's a lot bigger. So we're gonna be definitely spending some money, but we're also trading in stuff, so it ain't like we're buying it outright. They were willing to give us 46,000, even with it having manure and all kinds of stuff on it. The guy come down here and he was like, yeah, I'll give you 46,000 for it. So we took that, and we're going to go drop that off. We're going to take the New Holland, clean it up, and then we're going to go drop that off and get our new one. The combine won't be here until later tonight, but the manure spreader is actually already up there waiting for us to pick it up. So we're going to go get the New Holland and hook up to it, and we'll talk a little bit more on our new equipment once we get up there, and I can show you. Alright, so we're going to back up to it. I'm going to just do a quick wash of it, and then we are going to haul it up there. First, I gotta move this tractor here. Good enough for now. I think I was supposed to clean that off, is why I parked it there, but so this new spreader has a lot of the same features on it. It's just bigger. That's basically the only difference. Is it holds a lot more, it's longer, it's got 3 tires on each side. We've got a total of 6 tires, and it's a little bit more pricey. So that's the difference there. So you turn our flashers on, turn our strobes on. Actually, I wanted to check that one strobe light, make sure that worked. I know I had some issues with it. Flicker in there. Wasn't there? Okay. We're all good. You want it looking good when you roll up in there. I mean, they did buy it without really hooking anything up to it and running it, so. Alright, we'll see you guys up at the dealership. All right, so we made it up here. We got our one dropped off there, and here is the new one. So you can see we got the 3 axles here instead of the 2. We got 6 total tires, which may be a little bit more of a headache if something goes wrong. These tires last usually pretty good. I mean, for what you pay. This is the new logos on it. Looks like 2 of the stainless tanks, Pro Manure series, and this one holds, I believe it's 5,700 gallons. Yeah, it's just shy of 5,800 gallons. So you can see right there, it doesn't quite hold 58. I believe what the guy was told me. It's just shy of that. So, and that all depends on a couple things. But yeah, so we are excited. And our old one only hold 3,800. So this here is gonna be nice. We're definitely gonna be excited to use that. So we gain a couple, you know, really a couple thousand, and that's gonna pay off. I mean, it really is. It's gonna help. And it was in budget. We didn't want to. There was one more that we had an eye on, but we had to travel for that one, and we just didn't really want to do it because I think it's a little overkill with our tractors. This requires 180 horse to pull this and run it, which is fine. Our New Holland will run it, no problem. But the other one, you're talking a little bit bigger, and I would say a bigger operation would be more necessary for that one. So the 5,800 gallon one here, it'll do just fine. It's got the strobes on it. It's got the same, basically it's the same setup. We did the 2 jets in the back here. I just like that a lot better for spreading on top, not having to tear up as much or whatever. Trying to think what else. It's got the Pro system on it from John Deere, the manure sensing, so that helps with our nitrogen levels and stuff like that. It monitors all that. It runs through there, and that's where it reads it. That's all fine and dandy. So there it is, 100 grand. We ended up only paying 61,000 with our trade-in. They gave us 46,000 for our old one, so we ended up paying 61,000 for this here, and I didn't think that was too bad. So we are gonna have to spend a little bit of money, you know, as we get a little bit bigger and dealing with some stuff and kind of figuring out things, because we are still fairly new to us running the farm. We're just trying to figure out things, and we have a pretty good size amount of crops that we are taking in for profit as well. So last year we did really well. So yeah, we're just gonna keep growing, and the combine, it's on its way from Nebraska right now, so I'm assuming by, I would say, probably 3-4 o'clock we should see it. Right now it's only 8:35, so we're gonna hopefully have that too, and I can kind of explain that and show you guys. That's our most expensive purchase, as you can imagine, so they'll end up selling that pretty cheap as well. They got a good deal, I think, for it. So all right, we're gonna head back to the farm and then wait for a combine to deliver. All right, so it's actually the next day here on the farm, and we ended up getting a combine here delivered late last night. Trucker had some issues, which is common, so we just decided to show you guys here in the daylight. We're just finishing up morning chores again. Just got done milking the cows. Now we're feeding some of the cows here and doing the bedding. But yeah, we had a rather expensive spring so far with purchases. We spent a total of like $600,000. We had about 433,000 in the bank, and we spent 600,000. But we also did trade-ins. We sold some equipment, so we sold like 257 or 260,000 worth of profit. So we emptied the bank account for sure. We wrote some big checks, but it's going to benefit our farm. It's going to help us out and save us in the long run. We maybe could have went a little bigger on some of the equipment, but it's all going to help us in the end of the day. And you know, maybe in a couple years we can do it again. I'd like to buy some more ground. That would be the next thing, but I'm focusing more on the dairy side of things for now. Not worried about the ground. And yeah, so we actually, with the new combine, I don't think I explained that, we did sell our headers as well. We upgraded them. I didn't buy a brand new just because of the cost. I bought 2 used headers, which there's nothing wrong with. They pretty nice, pretty good condition. So I thought it was worth what we paid for them. And we didn't get much for ours. The corn head we got, what did you get? I think it was, I want to say 40,000 for that corn head that we had. So I took that, of course. And then the bean head, we got 26,000 for that. And we ended up paying a little bit more, but we ended up switching. We had a John Deere bean head. We actually got now a honeybee system, which is something that I'm new to. It doesn't have the airflow system on there because that adds another 30,000 plus to the header. So we just got the basic, but still now we're into the honeybee side of things. And let's go show you guys the combine here on the other side of the corner. I'm gonna leave that here. So here it is. Here's our new to us combine. So this is basically a 2015 edition. It's the S670, you can see there. And it's got the wide front tires, the wide axle on here, the fancy chopping system in the back here. Not sure what they call the actual term for what we have. There's like 4 different models you can have. This is actually supposed to be the better one. And it's got a bigger hopper system up there that holds a lot more corn and soybeans. So that's going to help out a lot too. It's got 2 monitors in there like the other one, but they're new. And here's the corn header. And actually it's a folding corn head too, so it's even better. I don't have to haul it on a trailer. I'll worry about that. That makes things really nice. So we're going to be hopping in here and I'll start it up for you and show you around inside the cab. You can see the monitor there folds down. So very comfortable, very nice. It's really open in here. The other one seemed like it was kind of hard to see out of. So this here I'm happy with. And obviously it's got the newer monitors compared to our older setup here. A lot cleaner. Just a very nice combine. I'm happy with this purchase here. And then the corn head, I don't think I'll unfold it for you. So this is actually a 2016 corn head. It's the 612. It come off a different combine that was traded in as well, so I just decided to buy it. So nothing here is new, like brand new. It's all used equipment, although we did pay quite a bit for the combine, which that's just the market nowadays. But it's got a lot different stuff to it, a lot more modern. I like the front tires on it. I like how them wide. We did actually look at another combine that had duals. I thought this was going to be the better option. So yeah, so there's that. And then we're going to go check out the honeybee header, which I have on the trailer already. I actually went and picked that up and brought it back to the farm. And that corn head is a 12 roll. I don't think I mentioned that it's a 12 roll corn head. So we paid 75 grand for that used. And then this Airflex 230 by Honeybee, we paid 85 grand for this, which that took a little bit to do. I didn't know if I wanted to do that, just because I just like sticking with John Deere, but we ended up doing it. And from what I'm hearing, I'm not going to be disappointed in the Honeybee headers. And this is one of the smaller ones. I think it's 25 feet, I believe, is the size of this header here. So we're definitely upgrading in size, just in general. But yeah, we spent some money today, and or actually this month, I should say. We spent some money, and now we are going to hopefully start paying off and getting more crops into the ground eventually, and more land planted, more cows, and all that good stuff. So you can see here we got our soybeans here. We did a crop rotation in this, and that's going to help with the nitrogen levels as well. Do little soybeans in here. Looking pretty good. Oh, it is the first week of May now, and you can see where we had manure we spread in here just a few weeks before we planted it. And I missed this, of course, but yeah, looking pretty good. But yeah, other than that, I think that was the big thing I wanted to talk about, was the new purchases that we got. So you're going to see that in action here this fall, both of them. And it won't be long, we'll be doing some first crop cutting here. Our hay is looking pretty good. We'd like to get some alfalfa in the farm here too as well. That's something we're looking at doing, trying some different seeds, talking to a few people and seeing what they thoughts on it. So other than that, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here, and I'm going to put the combine away and put things away and make it look nice around here and get ready for afternoon chores. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.